Now let us discuss about the valency. I have told you before also, valency is the combining capacity of an atom of an element. The electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom are called valence electrons. The last shell has whatever number of electrons, that is called valency. If an atom's outermost shell is completely filled, they are inert or least reactive and their combining capacity or valency is 0. I just showed helium, neon and argon. Their shells are all filled. So they don't react with other. They are less reactive or they are inert, lazy. Of the inert elements, helium has 2 electrons. I showed you in the last slide, outermost shell, and atoms of other elements have 8 electrons in the outermost shell. That is, L shell also has. For neon, it has got 10 electrons. That means second shell has got 8 electrons. Atoms having 8 electrons in the outermost shell is having octet, meaning 8 configuration and are stable. If an atom's outermost shell is not completely filled, it is not stable. It will try to attain stability by losing. So if it is not filled, then it attains stability either by losing or gaining or sharing of electrons with other atoms to attain octet configuration. So it has to be, if the atom has to be stable, it should have a complete outermost shell. So if it is not complete, like helium, neon and argon, they have got complete shells, but these atoms, they either lose, or those whose shells are not outermost shell is not completely filled, then it is not stable. So they try to attain stability either by losing, gaining or sharing of electrons with other atoms to form octet configuration. The number of electrons lost, gained or shared by an atom to attain octet configuration is the combining capacity of the valency of the element. So this is called the valency of the elements. How many electrons it has got in the last shell, or how many electrons it loses, or how many electrons it gains, or with how many electrons it shares to attain octet configuration. That number is called the valency. Hydrogen, example, helium, sodium atom can easily lose 1 electron because number of electrons in the last shell is 1 electron. So their valency is 1. Magnesium can lose 2 electrons, so its valency is 2. Aluminum can lose 3 electrons, so its valency is 3. Carbon shares 4 electrons, so its valency is 4. Fluorine can easily gain 1 electron and become stable. Fluorine atomic number 9, so the number of electrons is 9, electronic configuration 2 and 7. So instead of giving 7 electrons, it will gain 1 electron and form 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So its valency is 1, gaining. If it is more than 4, then it is, you have to subtract 8 minus that number. So it is valencies. Here number of electrons in valence electrons in fluorine is 7. So it needs 1 electron. So 8 minus 7, therefore valency is 1. Oxygen can easily gain 2 electrons, so its valency is 2. Atomic number of oxygen is 8. First shell, it has got 2. Second shell, it has got 8 electrons. So it needs 2 electrons to attain octet configuration. So 8 minus 6 in the valence shell, that is the valency of oxygen, 2. Nitrogen can easily gain 3 electrons, so its valency is 3. Nitrogen also same. Atomic number and mass number. Let's see what is atomic number. Atomic number of an element is the number of protons present in the nucleus of the atom, or number of electrons, either number of protons or electrons in the atom. Hydrogen atomic number 1, it has got 1 proton, 1 electron. Helium atomic number 2, number of protons 2, number of electrons also 2. Lithium atomic number 3, number of protons 3, electrons 3. Now let's see what is at mass number. The mass number of an element is the sum of the number of protons and neutrons. Number of protons and neutrons, where does it sit? It sits inside the nucleus of an atom. So this is called number of protons, and neutrons is called nucleons. The mass of the atom is mainly the mass of the protons and neutrons in the nucleus. We have learned in the first slide the mass of proton, mass of neutron is the same, and electron is just 1 by 2000 of the mass of proton. So electron is mass is very negligible, but the main mass is protons and neutrons, and it sits in the nucleus. So the mass of the atom lies in the nucleus of the atom. Carbon mass number. Mass number means atomic weight. Atomic number is different, mass number is different. Atomic number is represented by Z. Mass number means atomic weight is A. Mass number of atomic number is 6. That means 6 electrons, 6 protons. And mass is written as with what unit? 12U. Aluminium mass number 27. It has got 13 protons, 14 neutrons, and 13 electrons. So one that is there in the weight of the atom is lying in the nucleus. So protons plus neutrons, the atomic mass is 27U. Sulfur mass number 32, 16 protons, 16 neutrons. So the mass number is 32U, atomic mass unit. In the notation of an atom, the atomic number and mass number is written. So suppose if you write the symbol of an element N, the atomic mass, mass number is written on top, atomic number is written below. So when you see a symbol like this, you will understand this is the symbol of nitrogen with atomic mass 14, mass number 14 and atomic number 7. Then symbols again, same way just now. If this is X is the represents the symbol of the element, then the mass number, that is the atomic mass, is written on the top, atomic number is written at the bottom. Say find the number of protons, neutrons, electrons, mass number, atomic number. So first of all, mass number is 19. Atomic mass is 19. Atomic number is 9. So if atomic number is 9, the number of electrons is 9, number of protons is 9. So how much will the neutrons be? Atomic mass 19 minus atomic number. So 19 minus 9, 10. This is how you find the number of neutrons. I have given in your portfolio work to find the number of protons, number of electrons, number of neutrons, the last question, third question. So please do it like this. Refer this slide and do that.